Hey there friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we got a brand new dev vision, or rather the very first art vision video. And this video is really interesting and I'd recommend watching it after you watch this video. Today we are specifically going to be going over the secrets and teases hidden around in this video, because there is quite a bit of stuff to talk about, including unreleased characters, skins, and maps. If you do enjoy the video, you know what to do. Leave a like, subscribe, and comment down below what you would like to see come to the game. Last thing before we get started is just a bit of a disclaimer. Just because something was planned in these early concepts or is teased doesn't 100% confirm that it is coming to the game, but it definitely helps the chances that it does. Now, first off, one of the more interesting things we have is this early character screen, which features a really cool Hulk design, but it also features Red Hulk. Now, this could mean Red Hulk is coming to the game and is planned, but it could also have just been a filler thing used to test the menu. As you can see, multiple of the same characters are here, including Rocket Raccoon and Punisher. They may have simply done a color swap for Hulk to test the menu, as it is the exact same design for Hulk as we actually ended up with in the game. Interestingly, I do think that that design looks more like Red Hulk than the design that we have here for Hulk, which I think looks much more like what you'd expect from Hulk. This makes me wonder if the design here for Red Hulk replaced the Hulk design, as they just decided that that's the way they wanted to go with it. It is important to mention that they have said previously that Red Hulk would make more sense as a skin. However, they've also stated the opposite, where characters won't be featured as separate skins. And if they have skins that are of another character, that it will just be a character wearing their outfit. For example, we have the new Iron Fist skin, which is a Danny Rand outfit, but it is not actually Danny wearing the costume, and it is still the same character we have in the game for Iron Fist. Next, we have a early costume select screen with likely placeholder names, as a lot of it's just repeated colors, but it does show Punk as an option. So it's possible we could see a Punk skin for Wanda in the future. This of course also could just work as a early version, as the colors that we just got added to the game very recent. We also have a cut cosmetic option here shown on the side of the screen with what appears to be some sort of voice line options. You'll also notice that it appears that the proficiency screen would have originally been placed on the cosmetic tab as well. Next on this screen, we have a look at what loot boxes would have looked like. And don't worry, these definitely aren't coming to the game, but it seems they were considering them at one point. We also have tier 4 and 5 ranks, which didn't end up happening, as each rank is only tiers 1 through 3 in the final version of the game, at least for now. Here on the select screen, Ultron has been confirmed as a strategist. And if you're wondering how that's going to work in-game, in the storyline for the game, he uses nanites on Magneto. So it's likely that he will be using nanites to heal his team's injuries. You'll also see a gray placeholder character here, and originally I thought that this might be a covered up hero, but Miller has confirmed that this is actually a test dummy that they use, so no confirmation on if our next hero will be a duelist quite yet. We got a few looks at different story UI throughout this video, and it appears heroes would have been purchasable at one point, which luckily didn't end up happening in the final version of the game. We also have a look at what it will look like when and if limited skins return to the store, the back logo on the Black Panther skin. And while limited skins aren't confirmed to be returning into the store, they also have said that it is not out of the question. Nothing crazy for this part, but we have some cool art of the two Dr. Dooms, which I just thought I could show because I think that it looks pretty cool. Here you can see the map layout backgrounds used for both the battle passes and some other seasonal stuff, such as the Jeff Winter event. But we also have one that isn't in the game, which appears to be for Latveria. Now, if you are a newer Marvel fan or just don't know everything about the game or any of the comics, Dr. Doom is the ruler of Latveria, so that's kind of why this is a big deal. And also, it's just an interesting looking area that I think would make sense for the game as well. Now, Latveria has been, in my opinion, one of the most likely maps to come to the game, and it's, in my opinion, only a matter of time before we get both that and Doom 2099's Floating Sky City in the game, as both are featured in the lore, and it kind of would make sense with both of them being the main villains for the game. And in my opinion, Having Latveria shown here makes it pretty likely, and while it's not necessarily confirmed to be Latveria, it does not match any of the other things featured in the game currently, and it does have this whole green thing, and it looks like Latveria to me at least. Now, Colussus is shown barely here, and before you get too excited about it, it appears that the artist in the video was using art of Colussus throwing Wolverine as a reference for Hulk throwing him. But we do also have multiple teases in the game for Colussus, so it's possible he could come to the game eventually, but one of those teases also mentions that he is missing along with other characters being listed as such, like Professor X. So potentially they find those characters, but at the same time, it's possible that that is an excuse for them not to be featured in the game. Throughout the video, a few other characters not seen in the game are seen around the office, including Sam Wilson's Captain America and War Machine. This, of course, doesn't mean anything necessarily, but at minimum shows that they're looking at these characters possibly as references for designs, or that they're just fans of the characters, which always helps when deciding on who they add to the game, because if you're a fan of a character, it's more likely that you want them in the game and are going to push for them. Lastly, there is a new rarity in this, not shown in the game, and this is shown on Punisher on this screen being a red rarity, which in my opinion would likely be above legendary, as that's how a lot of games do it. However, I wouldn't expect this to actually end up in the game ever, as it's likely it could have been used simply for unlocking characters, which obviously isn't actually in the game, as all characters are automatically given to every single player. There's also a bunch of other really early things that you can see in this video, including early designs for characters like Doctor Strange, which looks crazy, as well as some great behind the scenes on how they make things like the trailers and design these things, which if you want to see, I'd highly recommend watching that video for. The devs obviously did a really great job working on this game, so if you want to see all that, I definitely recommend going over and watching that video. Now that is going to be the end of this video that you're currently watching. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you are subscribed, have notifications on, leave a like, and comment down below. We of course have lots of other videos already out right now if you want to go check those out. And also, if you want to, know how trustable this channel is, currently I've got a pretty good track record when it comes to predicting what is coming to the game, including different characters like Emma Frost, Krakoa, and a few other things. All of the characters that are currently in the game have been teased and talked about on this channel, other than Iron Fist, which I'm a little annoyed about, that I didn't talk about him, but everyone else I predicted, so I should get a trophy for that.